Bowman here from BWOne.com, and we know in 2012 a new Nintendo console will be upon us. Nintendo making an announcement official yesterday that there will be a new console that will be released in March of 2012, and it will be the successor to the Nintendo Wii. And it's all about recapturing the hardcore gaming market, something that they lost a little bit with the Nintendo Wii here, and getting better third-party support. Rumors are, as far as the specs are concerned, this is all rumors, the specs are supposed to be a revamped version of the R700 graphics processor from ATI and a triple-core IBM Power PC processor as well. And there's a lot of rumors on the controller too that is supposed to sort of have like this 6-inch touchscreen inside of it or something like that. And that's not something kind of new from Nintendo, kind of putting screens with the controller, considering if you look at the GameCube days, they did allow you to connect your Game Boy Advance or Game Boy Advance SP to the system, and it either worked as a controller or it gave you some different stats information on it to go along with the game. A couple of games I could think of is Legend of Zelda, the Legend of Zelda, the Wind Waker, where they had the you could use it for Tingle to find extra treasure. And I believe Final Fantasy on the Crystal Chronicles, I'm not exactly sure on the name, I know the Final Fantasy on the GameCube also utilized that as well. It's all about really getting back the great third-party support that they used to have way back when, probably on the Super Nintendo and Nintendo days. They really haven't had good third-party support on their full consoles for a while now. On the portable consoles with the Nintendo DS, they've had plenty of third-party support. It seems to work very well there. But now they're trying to recapture that for the home console market, so we'll see where that goes with this. Even with all these specs and all these rumors and HD, motion control, the motion sensor kind of built inside of the console. My big thing here is two things that they need to definitely do. One, like I mentioned before, really put out a console that is going to allow third parties to really make games for it, to boost up the third party content on Nintendo's home consoles. Nintendo, themselves, they are their best first-party maker for their own games. They're really good at making their own games, but you really need a third-party support to bring in some of those other users that might not be such hardcore Nintendo fans. And that might also help their first-party by bringing in third-party people that usually play third-party games and bringing them in to play first-party games. And two, there needs to be a true online gaming experience. I mean, really true online gaming, not just being able to connect. No more friend codes. Drop the friend codes this time. Really create online accounts. I don't care if they copy Xbox Live or PSN, verbatim. As long as it's on there and it's good and it works well and you're able to play games online, play Mario Kart online, play, maybe play co-op Super Mario Bros. I don't know, and even some third-party games on there. But it's just as long as that it's there and it's available, that's going to be the biggest thing there. It's definitely online gaming components got to be good here, because one of the things Nintendo kind of proved with the Wii is that graphics didn't really matter that much. I mean, graphics are something that do count, don't get me wrong there, but they kind of proved with the Wii and the Wii sales. While the motion control thing was sort of one thing things that stuck with it, the graphics weren't the big selling point as with Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3, where graphics were the biggest thing out there. But you got to remember, when these consoles came out, there was less HD TVs out there. I think the market was less than 25% when Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 came out. So there was a lot of people out there buying HD consoles and not being able to watch in HD because they're using with a regular TV. And that's kind of where Nintendo kind of thrived out there. But now the definitely HD TVs have definitely stepped up, and there's a lot more people with HD TVs now. So this is about time when Nintendo really needs to make that step. But beyond anything else, I think online competitive gameplay and getting third-party support in there are the two key things to really making this work with Nintendo. There's a lot of people out there that are very skeptical about this, considering kind of how they handled the Wii. They had this great market footprint, but there wasn't any third-party support out there. The best games on those systems were on the Wii with really their own games. So hopefully that changes with the Wii 2. Well, I'm hoping it's called Super Wii HD, just to kind of keep the traditional name from one console to the next year, Nintendo and Super Nintendo. So I'm hoping Wii and Super Wii and throw the HD on the end of it. So that'd be just kind of cool there. Other than that, I want to know what your thoughts are on this whole thing. Graphics aside, rumored specs aside, really, what do you want to see the Wii, the new HD, whatever it's going to be called, Wii 2, whatever the name's going to be, what do you want out of it? What do you expect out of it? What do you want Nintendo to really make the next step to recapture you as a hardcore gamer? Because they lost a lot of those, like I said before, and I think this console is pretty much aiming towards doing that. We're going to be able to get a preview of playing it at E3 2011, which we will be attending, so we're going to get a look at it to see how well it is. And another thought just came in my mind is that I wonder if what sort of some of the launch titles are going to be for this system. We're probably going to find that out at E3 2011, and I'm wondering if they're going to delay Zelda again, because I remember I went to E3 2000 and I want to say 2005, and Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess was there, and it was on the GameCube, and then they waited a little bit, and all of a sudden that became a launch title for the Nintendo Wii about a year and a half later or so. So I'm wondering if they're going to do the same thing with Skyward Sword, which did get a lot of praise at last year's E3, and then I have to admit, being a Zelda fan, it looked a little rough there, so I'm wondering if they're going to do something similar to that too. So let me know your thoughts on all that below. Just post a comment and post a video response or anything you want. Just let me know what you think. So this is BWOne here from BWOne.com, reminding you, subscribe to our YouTube page here. Follow us on Twitter, become a fan of our Facebook fan page. All the links are in the description. Also to our main website, BWOne.com. The link to the article that's connected to this video is in the show notes as well too. And always remember to live your tech world high definition.